My name is Greg Green. I'm CEO and Superintendent of Clintondale Community Schools and Clintondale International. It is my pleasure to be able to explain to you what a typical student schedule would look like in India. Clintondale is located in the state of Michigan, which is part of the United States of America. And within the state of Michigan, there are certain requirements that a student must have completed for a U.S. diploma program. A student who is participating in a U.S. diploma program in the state of Michigan must have 4 credits in English, 4 credits in mathematics. Now, they must have 3 of the 4 total credits in the following areas: algebra, geometry, and advanced algebra. They must have 3 credits in science and must have the following credits in the following areas: physical and earth science, biology, and chemistry. They must have 3 credits in social studies. They must have world history, geography, U.S. history, geography, and U.S. government and economics. They also must have 1 credit of visual performing arts. They must have 2 credits of foreign language other than English. They must have a credit in PE and health, and they must have a credit in online learning experience. Let me take you through a 9th grade student schedule here in the United States. In the United States, students have some choices, but it's pretty regimented because of the requirements that the state of Michigan have now. English, they must have an English course, they must have a math course, science course, social studies course, visual arts, world language, physical education, or basic computer online classes. Let's go through these. In English, you would have a basic reading and writing course. In mathematics, you'd have a beginning algebra course. In science, you would have a physical and earth science, social studies of world history and geography. In visual arts, now you can take either computer science for visual arts or art class for visual arts. 1 year of Spanish, which is your beginning year of Spanish if you've never had it before. You would have physical education classes like your physical training class and your beginning computers, which you can substitute for computer science. Now, let's go through what the equivalents would be in India. For your 9th grade student, you want to take English, Literature, and Grammar, Mathematics Standard 9, Science and Technology Standard 9, History and Geography. Now, that could be a world history or a history within India. Your world language is really completed through the acquisition of Hindi and Gujarati language acquisition, physical training, and then your visual arts requirements completed through computer studies or art class. A 10th grade student in the United States would have the following: English, American Literature, Math, Advanced Algebra or Geometry, Biology, Social Studies, which would be U.S. History, Computer Science or Art, Spanish in year 2 of Spanish. They would either complete a physical education or health education in the 9th or 10th grade year, and basic computer online skills is completed in the 9th or 10th grade year. You don't have to have 2 years, just have to have 1. For Indian students in the 10th grade, they would take the following: English, Literature, and Grammar, Mathematics Standard 10, Science and Technology Standard 10, U.S. History. Their world language would be completed through their acquisition of Hindi and Gujarati language acquisition, and you would determine that. And then the physical training would take the place of our physical education for students in India, and then visual arts is completed through computer science or art class. When you're an 11th grade student, you take the following in the United States: English, American Literature, or Reading and Writing Composition, Advanced Algebra or Geometry, Science, you take Chemistry, Social Studies, you take U.S. Government Economics, and then you would have a personal choice. You would take 2 classes which are considered electives, classes that are of interest for you. In India, the requirements to receive an American diploma are the following: as an 11th grade student, English Standard 11, Mathematics Standard 11, Science and Technology Standard 10, and U.S. Government Economics are required. In the 12th grade, a student would take English, British Literature and Poetry, math, trigonometry, or pre-calculus, or calculus. Now, they would have 4 elective classes that are of their personal choice. In India, you would take 2 courses, literature and grammar and poetry, and then any mathematical related course such as trigonometry, pre-calculus, or calculus in most cases. This totals the 19 credits that are required for a Clintondale U.S. diploma. I hope this really helps you understand what is required of you as a student when you're graduating from a U.S. high school. Have a great day and look forward to working with you. Thank you.